This is our camper stop. There's only room for 6 vans. We were so lucky last night when we arrived about 5:30 and there was just one space left. I have to ask the Frenchman behind us to move a little back so I could get in.
Which you very kindly did.
But this is the view that you have when you wake up in the morning. See this last night because the weather was awful, but wow, this is stunning.
One of the main things about this place is that it had a fully functioning motorhome service point with grey dump, black waste and water. Fantastic facilities for only 6 vans. So it's a useful place to know even if you're just passing through. Not much to German Jager, but just down the road about a mile and a bit is the town of Luino, and that is quite nice. There was a market on this day, but unfortunately we really need to press on because we're en route to Lake Lucerne, and we are looking forward to this. This is another one of our favourite stops. What I can say, you will be rewarded with the most fantastic scenery as you drive along the shores of Lake Maggiore. It's a real treat. Not only do you have a wonderful view when you're driving around the side of Lake Maggiore, but also when you leave there, you get into the most amazing scenery. It's a wonderful drive. For all of you who think I'm driving illegally now and driving in the cycling lane, I'm not. What it was that they were putting in new road signs. Well, I've been driving for some time now and I'm ready for a break and maybe some lunch and a nice cup of coffee. And there are some very convenient stops on the way, beautifully placed. What's great about these stops is that some even have their own motorhome service points. Coming through the tunnel gives us our first view of Lake Lucerne. Lucerne itself is at the very top, and to get through to the campsite we have to drive through Lucerne and get to the other side of the lake. Driving through Lucerne is quite straightforward with plenty of signs to show you which direction you should be going, but don't forget, our trusty sat-navs are a wonderful piece of equipment. I've just upgraded to a Garmin Camper 795 and I must admit it really helped to be able to put your size, weight in there, but more importantly it shows you where the low emission zones are and it asks you what certificates you've got. So it really does help, and it does lessen the anxiety, particularly if you're driving an older vehicle. Ours is Group 4, so we do have some access. We've got the stickers for France and Germany, and it's very straightforward to get these online. And without them, even if you're eligible to go into an LE's, you could still be fine. So it's imperative really to get these stickers sorted out. We're now arriving at Camping International Lido Lucerne. As with most things in Switzerland, it's not cheap, and if you have a camper that's under 7.5 tons, and let's say there's two of you with a dog, with all the electricity and tourist tax and waste disposal, it'll cost you about £51 a night. But it is very conveniently placed. Opposite is the Lido, which is open in summer, which is a great place to go if you love swimming and activities like that. But the walk also into town is beautiful.
Just arrived at Lucerne, and luckily, although the forecast was awful, it's been pleasant. So we had a fantastic drive, really spectacular, all down the lake Maggiore and now Lucerne, and it is stunning.
Close.
What? Oh yeah.
Just a small private home.
So what is there to see in Lucerne? Well, lots really, but we'll start off with the Chapel Bridge. It's a covered wooden footbridge spanning the River Reuss and is one of Switzerland's main tourist attractions. The bridge itself was originally built in 1365 and is unique in containing a number of interior paintings dating back to the 17th century, although many of them were destroyed along with a larger part of the bridge in 1993 fire. Next to the campsite is the Swiss Museum of Transportation, and this is one you really shouldn't miss. The Museum of Transport opened in 1959 and it's Switzerland's most popular museum. It features numerous exhibitions, theme parks and simulations, and the collection of more than 30,000 items is presented in an area of 20,000 square meters. It covers transportation, rail, navigation, water and aviation. It has an extensive art gallery with an amazing cafe with a brilliant view overlooking the city and the lake. When we visit Lucerne, we always go to the Pickwick pub. It's just down the river, just off the lake, and it's very nice atmosphere. There's only one thing, just remember not to look too shocked when they tell you how much 2 beers are going to cost. And for those who are really adventurous and want to experience some spectacular views, then take the cable car up Mount Pilatus. You won't be disappointed. So I hope I've given you a brief introduction to Lucerne. It's certainly a wonderful stopover and I'd recommend it probably for a short holiday. Even the railway station looks inviting, but we have to leave and our next stop is Breisach, 103 miles away north. So I'll tell you more about that next time. And if you like these videos or travel blogs as they are, and you find them useful, please press like and I'd welcome any questions. So until the next video, adios.